As the season races toward its climax, the Premier League giants have already started accelerating their plans for the upcoming summer transfer window. The future of Trent Alexander-Arnold at Liverpool has become a burning topic, especially after some cryptic remarks from Cody Gakpo, while Real Madrid continue to monitor the situation closely. Elsewhere, Manchester City have set their sights on a young French talent dubbed the new Neymar. Let us take a look at the latest transfer updates from England's biggest clubs. Liverpool are still basking in the glory of their 20th Premier League title, but questions about the future of key players remain unresolved. Even amid the celebrations, internal remarks hinted at several intriguing storylines, particularly regarding the future of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Speaking during the victory parade, centre-back Ibrahima Konate reserved special praise for manager Arne Slot, who has only just completed his first season at Anfield, but has already inspired the squad remarkably. Even before the season began, he showed us why we failed last year and pointed out the small details we needed to change. We improved immediately and reaped the rewards, Konate shared. He also emphasized Slot's incredible humility as the manager deflected all praise during the celebrations. When it comes to Trent Alexander-Arnold's future, Cody Gakpo fueled the intrigue by stating, "Salah and Van Dijk have stayed. Hopefully Trent will too, so we can keep building this team." His remarks left the door wide open regarding Trent's situation, despite recent rumors linking him to Real Madrid. Trent's decision to skip the post-match interviews only added more mystery to the story. Meanwhile, Andy Robertson took the moment to pay tribute to unsung heroes like Wataru Endo, Harvey Elliott, and Jarell Quansah. Though they did not feature heavily on the pitch, they kept the fire burning during training sessions and played a vital role in Liverpool's success this season. Nevertheless, all three are likely to depart Anfield this summer, with Elliott drawing interest from Bournemouth, Quansah attracting attention from Newcastle, and Endo potentially eyeing a return to the Bundesliga. Across London, Arsenal are brimming with confidence ahead of their Champions League semi-final clash. Comments from Leo Skiri Ostegard expressing unwavering belief in Mikel Arteta have further boosted the Gunners' momentum. Behind the scenes, Arsenal's pursuit of Martin Zubamendi from Real Sociedad is virtually complete, pending only the official window opening for the announcement. In an interview with Sky Sports, young fullback Lino Souza did not hesitate to praise Arteta, saying, "His attention to detail is extraordinary. I have learned so much from the way he prepares and adjusts the game." Souza also called Arteta a tactical genius and stated that Arsenal are ready for their biggest challenge of the season. Souza reflected on his adaptation to the left-back position, adding, "Even though I started as a midfielder, I have always adapted quickly to any role on the pitch. Being versatile is key to supporting the team." When asked about role models, he expressed admiration for legends like Marcelo, Paolo Maldini, and Patrick Vieira, who have shaped his playing style. On the injury front, Arsenal received a boost with Ben White and Mikel Merino both recovering in time to feature in the Champions League semi-final. Merino, who has recently been deployed as a false nine, is expected to add a new layer of unpredictability to Arteta's attack. As the season enters its decisive phase, the Premier League's heavyweights are ramping up preparations for a summer transfer window full of ambition. The future of Trent Alexander-Arnold remains a hot topic after Cody Gakpo's cryptic remarks, while Real Madrid patiently wait for an opportunity. Over at Manchester City, a young starlet dubbed the new Neymar from Ligue 1 has emerged on their radar. Liverpool, having secured their 20th Premier League crown, still find themselves grappling with questions surrounding key players. At London Colney, Ben White has returned to full training, bringing reassurance to Arsenal fans, however. Ricardo Calafiori remains sidelined and will almost certainly miss the showdown at Emirates Stadium. Behind the scenes, Arsenal are moving swiftly to complete the signing of Martin Zubamendi by activating his £51 million release clause. Real Sociedad president Aperibe has confirmed that final decisions will be made once the season concludes in June. Meanwhile, Manchester City, despite advancing to the FA Cup final with a 2-0 victory over Nottingham Forest, are facing concerns over fan turnout. Thousands of empty seats at Wembley have raised eyebrows, with City only selling around 27,000 of the 36,000 ticket allocation. Fans have cited expensive travel costs, high ticket prices, and a congested fixture schedule as reasons for their absence. Even Pep Guardiola sympathized with the situation and suggested that future FA Cup semi-finals be hosted at northern venues like Old Trafford, Etihad, or Anfield to ease the burden. In terms of squad planning, City are gearing up for a refresh. The left-wing position has become a particular area of focus, as both Jack Grealish and Jeremy Doku have underwhelmed. The latest name linked to City is Elias Ben Seghir of Monaco, a 20-year-old right-footer who thrives cutting in from the left and has been compared to Neymar. With 6 goals and 31 appearances this season, Ben Seghir is reportedly unhappy with his role at Monaco, and his price tag is expected to hover around €30 million. Meanwhile, City have not given up on Andrea Cambiaso of Juventus. The Italian fullback was linked to City during the January transfer window, but Juventus insisted on keeping him. However, since then, Cambiaso's form has visibly dipped, especially during the recent defeat to Parma. City are reportedly planning to reignite their pursuit in the coming weeks to reinforce their defense. Over in West London, Chelsea are preparing for a lively summer transfer window. In addition to negotiations with Borussia Dortmund for goalkeeper Gregor Kobel, midfielder Jamie Bino-Gittens, and forward Karim Adeyemi, the Blues are also planning a squad overhaul. According to sources from Germany, Chelsea are taking these targets very seriously. Dortmund have valued Kobel and Bino-Gittens at around €60 million each. Adeyemi is also on the radar, though his price tag has not been disclosed yet. Chelsea are considering including Carney Chukwuemeka as part of the deal to persuade Dortmund to release their stars. Alongside new signings, Chelsea are also clearing out their roster, with Benoit Badiashile among those listed for departure. Having joined from Monaco in January last year, Badiashile has struggled with injuries and logged less than 1,500 minutes this season. Inter Milan are closely monitoring the situation. Moreover, Wesley Fofana, who arrived for €80 million from Leicester in 2022, also faces an uncertain future at Stamford Bridge, as Chelsea seek to rejuvenate their aging backline. Wesley Fofana's injury nightmare continues. After recovering from knee surgery, the French centre-back suffered a hamstring injury and had to undergo another operation. Chelsea have gradually lost patience with his extensive injury history and are open to listening to offers if a club with sufficient financial muscle comes forward. At present, only a few clubs from the Middle East have shown serious interest, while Marseille are considering a loan move to help Fofana regain his form before a potential permanent transfer. At Manchester United, preparations for the summer transfer window have begun. The Red Devils are prioritizing midfield reinforcements and are looking at both European and South American markets. Meanwhile, Marcus Rashford received disappointing injury news during his loan spell at Aston Villa, casting further doubt on his future. United are paying special attention to Johnny Cardoso, the central midfielder currently playing for Real Betis. However, any real movement on this deal is expected only after Betis complete their campaign in the Conference League, where they are set to face Fiorentina in the semi-finals. Journalist Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that nothing is finalized yet and that a decision will only be made once the season concludes. Cardoso is seen as an ideal addition thanks to his ball-winning ability and his capacity to progress play from deep. Besides Cardoso, United are also battling several European giants to sign young talent. Aboubakar Mega, the emerging star from Africa Foot Academy. Only 15 years old, Mega has already been dubbed the Mali Messi due to his dazzling technique, outstanding vision, and natural leadership qualities. Barcelona remain a strong contender thanks to their close ties with the academy, but United are determined to stay in the race. On the flip side, Marcus Rashford faces the possibility of missing the remainder of the season due to a hamstring injury, ruling him out of the FA Cup semi-final against Crystal Palace and potentially the rest of Aston Villa's fixtures. Although there remains a slim chance he could return in time to face Tottenham, it is likely Rashford will focus on regaining fitness for England's international fixtures in June. This uncertainty complicates Aston Villa's decision over a permanent move, with manager Unai Emery wanting more time to evaluate Rashford's situation accurately. Up north in London, Tottenham are busy solving their own transfer puzzles. Spurs have set their sights on Jack Grealish, who appears to be out of Manchester City's long-term plans. Tottenham, Newcastle, and Aston Villa are all ready to compete for the signature of the 29-year-old star. Manchester City are believed to be open to selling if they receive an offer between 45 and 50 million euros. However, Grealish's weekly wage of £300,000 is seen as the biggest hurdle in any potential deal. At the same time, Tottenham are almost certain to part ways with Bryan Gil. The Spanish winger has confirmed he will leave after the season ends, even as he recovers from a knee injury. Girona hold a €15 million buy option for Bryan Gil but are trying to negotiate a lower fee. In another development, Tottenham still hope to retain Timo Werner. However, the £45 million fee demanded by RB Leipzig is considered too high. Spurs will negotiate further with Leipzig, as they still value Werner's potential, especially if they secure Champions League qualification for next season. Thus, the Premier League's Big Six are entering full swing as they prepare for a highly anticipated summer transfer window in 2025. At the same time, this week will see all four English representatives step into the first legs of their respective European semi-finals. The common goal remains unchanged: to win trophies and assert dominance. We will continue bringing you the hottest updates in upcoming broadcasts. For now, goodbye and see you again soon.